Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of week 1 in my Project Life 2016 album. And I'm sure you guys are thinking, gosh, when is week 1 going to be over? And I promise we're almost done. I'm just trying to keep these videos short for you guys, so I'm splitting it into multiple parts. And week 1 had a lot of pages in my book just because I went on this trip to New York City. So that's why there's so many parts. But I promise there's just one more part after this one, and then we can all move forward onto the other weeks. So just bear with me in the meantime, please. So right here, I'm just stamping onto regular paper because, oh, see, look, I already messed up on that one, and I'm going to stamp it again. And that is exactly why I'm stamping onto paper. I don't want to stamp directly onto a photo again. I learned my lesson from my previous spread. If you watch my week 1 part 2 video, you'll see what happened when I stamped directly onto a photo, and yeah, it was a disaster. So I decided from now I'm just going to stamp on paper and then just cut it out and then glue it on my photos. So those are just going to go in those blank white squares. But before I put it down, I'm going to put some color behind it. So I'm just using my transparent stickers from that IKEA sticker set that I used in my first part video. And then I'm going to use an adhesive runner to just glue the stamp images down. This picture is of all the yummy food that we had that day. That bottom left picture, it doesn't look that good, but it was really delicious. That was an everything bagel with salmon spread from Zucker's. If you like salmon spread or salmon and bagels, I really recommend Zucker's. It was really good. And it was huge too. And then the other 2 pictures is of biryani from Biryani Cart. And that was my husband's favorite meal. I think he had it like 3 times during our trip there. It was good. And he loves biryani, so he was really happy, as you can see in that picture up top. So here I'm just putting a little enamel dot and a puffy heart sticker, and I'm just showing you that that's it for that card. Later on, I put the location of those foods with, I write it with a Sharpie marker, and I'll show you in my final picture. And I just did that so that I can remember where to go later on if I forget where those places were. Okay, so here I'm just going through this stash of 4x6 cards that I've had for so long. Trying to use one of them, and I still didn't use it. It's been sitting in my stash forever, and I don't know what to do with it. I never use them. They're too red and too pink for me. I love pink, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't match with any of my pictures so far. So here I'm using this blue diagonal striped one, and that went well with it. So I'm cutting it down to size to the 4x6, and then I'm going to put it in the pocket just to make sure it fits before I do anything else. And it fits. So now I'm going to work on this picture. This is of my husband taking a picture of the ceiling at the Grand Central Station. There's a huge mural on the ceiling. It's so pretty, and it's of all the constellations. I don't know if it's all of them, but there's a lot of them. It was gorgeous, and we looked like typical tourists when we went inside with our huge camera. Right when we walked in, we were like, whoa, ooh, ah, and we were looking all over the place, up, down, left, right. Yeah, you could tell that we were not from there. We weren't one of those cool people that were just walking by as if there's nothing to see. We were really enjoying all the architecture. It's a really beautiful building, and just to think about how old it is, it just amazes me of how they made such a beautiful structure so long ago. Alright, so I'm going to make a cluster on the right side. So I'm just going through my stash of die cuts to see what I can use. I know I want to use a sticker from that Amy Tangerine Puffy sticker set on the bottom right that says Explore. So I'm just trying to see what else goes with it. I know I want to put the sticker behind some white so that it stands out. And so I found that label that I had stamped a long time ago, and I'm going to put the sticker on that. Okay, and then I found like this transparent vellum piece, so just trying to make it work. I really don't know how to make clusters yet. I've seen a lot of videos, but I don't know, I feel like I'm not that good at it, but I gave it a shot and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I put a puffy heart sticker on the bottom, and I know I wanted to put something on top, so I was trying to figure out what to put. There I am, just filling with this arrow. I didn't like it. And then I remembered I had these gold star brads from Michaels, and I thought, oh, that's perfect because the picture is about him looking at the constellation mural, so the star is going to be perfect for it. I know no one else is going to notice that when they look at my album, but I know what that star is for, so that's all that matters. So I just poked a little hole with a push pin, put that brad in, and now I'm just sealing it on the back. And that's it for that first card. And that's the spread. That's the first part of this page. And stick around for this part 4 to see the other side. And if you want to see part 1, click on the link on the left. And if you want to see part 2, click on the link on the right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.